Jessica. So, I'm a Reiki master teacher and intuitive, and today we have a special healing session. It is all about not being afraid of your power, the power that is within you, baby. You know how I get. I be wanting you to live to your fullest potential. So, if you're new to the community, welcome, babies. This is your nightly self-care routine. So let me break it down. What you do? Just add some ginger, so I'm like, anyway. So you can participate in the healing. You can fall asleep, or you can set this time aside to take care of yourself and let the video play in the background. Thanks. Thanks, Boo. And we work on different things, but overall, just work through life, and we work through these micro things. We work through spiritual, mindset, emotional, but I can't even really put mystical, esoteric. I can't even put a label on it, because whatever you need from the healing, you can get from it. And there's power in community and collective, and we don't have one way that we all think. I tell y'all all the time, that's y'all business what y'all think. Whatever you want to follow or practice, that's your business. I'm just here to facilitate a community space and to come together as a collective. That's it. So take what you need and leave what you don't. So if you are new to the community, welcome, babies. This is your nightly self-care routine. If you're returning babies, welcome back. Mama loves you. Okay, so we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, to have your permission to say a prayer. Okay, may I touch you? Okay, inhale, exhale. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay. So, let's just start by kind of getting this energy going and flowing with you. Okay. Breathing in and out here. Before I really break it down, you know how I can break it down. Just breathe of like saying they have the knowledge of something that they shouldn't know. There should be no reason why they should have access to this knowledge, but they do. And the really interesting thing about it is that when someone goes to, let's say, a psychic, we're not even talking about a medium, we're just saying a psychic. Say that someone goes to a psychic or even an intuitive. When I have clients that come to me for readings and they want to know, what should I do next? And they say, because I don't know what to do next. And the goal of what they think is that, okay, especially when I do tarot, I'm gonna pull these cards out and it's gonna tell you what to do next. But here's the thing. When you have something that's already in motion, we can sense, or somebody who is working in that space can sense what is going to happen next, because you already have it in motion. Even if you're stuck in a cycle, there's a sense of being able to see that. But if you're starting a new chapter, if you're ending something old, you haven't created yet what the next thing will be. So you can get a reading that says, well, honestly, this is how it will probably turn out unless you make a change. So nothing is ever really finite. But if you made a decision, this is what I'm going to go do this, and then you got a reading, it would probably show up like, okay, this is what is in the future for you because you have made this decision. So it's not like life is this really big mysterious thing that you are just trying to find the clues and figure out this puzzle. Challenges can be like that, little micro lessons can be like that, but life is actually quite simple. You tell the universe what you want and you go out there and do it. It's really that simple. It is the process of getting there that rightfully so is challenging, and that's why people I'm always expanding my healing knowledge. And cinnamon is actually my next thing that I'm testing out. For those who may have metabolic issues, I actually was reading a few journal articles, because I love me some Google Scholar. I was reading a few journal articles that was talking about cinnamon being able to regulate glucose in the blood. So you might wonder why that's important. Well, that's important because what we eat, our food impacts, our genetics, our DNA, and things like that. And disease can manifest from that, from what we're eating, from our environment, being exposed to toxins, or even emotional and mental environment, stress, stuff like that. And we have, these aromatic herbs and plants and spices and things that we use to flavor our food, but we shouldn't forget that the origin of these flavors actually come from healing properties. Our indigenous ancestors, wherever you're from, wherever your mixed cultures are, used whatever was available to them, not only to flavor their food, but to heal. And so when you have something like a cinnamon, you're using cinnamon to heal certain things, but at the same time, of course, you're liking the flavor. So it is amazing how healing is then infused with the food. Like if you have a grandparent or a parent or somebody that whenever they made something with love, you felt that energy infused into the food. If you have that healing energy as well being infused into the everyday things too, it is just amazing how we as a species have been able to adapt over time. Now, luckily, we have new medical technology which helps us understand things thoroughly. But the cooler thing is that now we can use this technology to actually understand how these original herbs help us. So it becomes more accessible, it becomes more cost effective, and more people can be healed with lower side effects. So I'm looking specifically at the cassia cinnamon right now, because baby, ginger, that was fun. Ginger was real fun. Okay. So, again, with this power, if you in this moment feel like, oh, I'm feeling in my power, if you want to maintain this power, watch the video again when you need to watch it, or you can work on yourself. What the feelings that came up, the changes, the shifts in energy when you're tomorrow or the next day or, an hour later, if you want to pull that back in, just practice that feeling again. And if you want to continue to work on a higher level, then you connect the right foods to you. So making sure that you're eating the right foods for you. So yes, we know that highly processed foods and foods that are high in sugar can be tough, but also we have individual differences too. So sometimes